Hey gang, it's Tony with Wood Tramp Outdoors. I've got another battle box for you right here, Mission 134. We're starting a new quarter. Hang tight. Alright guys, welcome back. Yeah, it's Mission 134. It's a new theme. We're moving away from the last theme, and this is everyday survival for the next quarter, next 3 months. Everyday survival, EDC, is what it's all about. And this month there is some pretty neat stuff here that I particularly am going to enjoy. I do want to make mention of it. You see it right up here? Actually, it will be right up here, wherever it's at. The latest issue of Wood Tramp Outdoors magazine has been dropped, and in that magazine you're going to find two things that are related to BattlBox. Number one, there's an update in there that we talk about the new change and a few other things, and also the centerfold of the month is, or the centerfold for spring, for the spring issue, is the CTC Cutthroat Carry by Carrie Lopez. Pretty cool knife, and Carrie's done a great job with that. And you can find her knife in the Battle Vault if you are a BattlBox member. Okay, just don't forget that. I have a couple other things that I'll be sharing here, but I'll probably in a different video that we're going to do. Okay, but let's just get off on this right away. The first basic box that we're going to take care of here today has got 3 items in it, and these are all, again, it's all about EDC here. The first item is from Tactica. I've shown you this before, not through BattlBox, but I've talked about this before. Actually gave a bunch of these away. This is the M.005 Micro Multi-Tool. It is very little handy little gadget here. It's got 8 tools in one. It's got a key ring or lanyard hole. It's got a bottle opener, a pry bar or a scraper, and I have found that if you sharpen the end of that, it gives you a little bit extra oomph. Has a flat screwdriver on it, and then it's got a wrench set right in the middle of it, and has 5 different wrenches. Starts at 3/16 and goes up to 11/32, which is just a little bit under a half an inch. So it's I say a little bit under half inch. It's a lot under half inch. A little bit over 3/8, but nonetheless it's kind of a handy thing to have, and it's lightweight, and it says it's TSA compliant. I don't know how, but I'll just put that out there. I wouldn't carry it on an airplane if I was worried I was going to lose it. I was reading somewhere that one of our BattlBox members lost a couple knives because he forgot they were in his bag, and TSA grabbed them and took them out. Second item, boom, we'll put that right in there. Second item is the GTFO 4-tack APEC. Escape is always on your wrist. Now this is a wristband. I'm not going to put it on my wrist here, but I mean you can wear it on your wristband, and there's a lot of things that this can do for you. Let me read it. It says it's a wearable escape and survival system to stay with you when it matters most. Worn as a bracelet, it blends everyday convenience with serious problem-solving capability. Inside the compact setup, you'll find an advanced handcuff key, an Uber Gulag shim, a ghost button NFC tag, micro SQ light, and Kevlar K400 cord rated at 400 pounds. So it also features a ballistic striker bead and a breakaway safety connector. Discreet, lightweight, and always within reach. This kit is designed for situations you're having the right tool immediately can make all the difference. All right, so I wanted to read it because there's so much in here. I know there are folks that are really foaming over this. They like it a lot. And then there's others, you know, that we're going, eh. I'm more or less on the inside because of the simple fact that I would not carry something like this. I wouldn't wear it. But it does have some cool things in it. You know, I may try to snitch out some of this, you know. But the key, you got the bobby pin up in here. You know, all kinds of stuff that you can do with this. But it's a neat little ad. You know, anytime you get a flashlight with something, I mean, that's pretty cool. All right, so we're just going to put that right back in there, just like that. And then the third item comes from DEF CON. We've seen a lot of stuff from DEF CON. And, you know, they make pretty decent nylon ballistic type of stuff. And in this month, this is the DEF CON 5 EDC pouch. And out of the basic box, this is probably my favorite item by far. It's a 5, let me see, I'm going to just tell you what it is. It's 100% polyester. It doesn't give the durability rating on this here, but it's heavy duty and it's pretty cool. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to get away from this here and just tell you what I saw when I opened this up and I was looking at it. At first, it gives the impression that it might be able to be used as a first aid kit, like an IFAK. But when you open it up and you find out the type of pockets it has and all that, I don't think it'd make a good IFAK kit. Just because of the simple reason you need to have your IFAK items like that, really quick. You saw how I set up my bleed bags. Take a look at those videos, they're still out there. But what I saw when I opened this up was, man, this would make a great EDC pouch for carrying. I've been trying to find something that would accommodate my needs inside my truck. Go in my Council, the Ford F-150, this is the guy, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, it is rugged, it's heavy duty, the zippers are going to last, everything's going to last. But on the inside, there are 2 zipper pockets, and those zipper pockets are both divided, right? One has a straight nylon type of pocket, and the other one has a mesh pocket. But it gives you opportunity to put items in there and keep them separated. That's always important when you're having to dig for something in an emergency. And then on the outside, it's got this buckle on here, and it is big enough for a multi-tool. Which to me, you know, you should always have a multi-tool with you when you're in a vehicle or anywhere, you know. That's the truth, but it'll fit in there very easily, and it buckles down to keep it from falling out. I like that. And then there is a, you know, a pouch here that you could put a small pin light in it, or you could actually put a, you know, right in the rain type of pin in it. But that's it. I'm going to use it for that, and I'm not going to be giving this away. And what I'll do is I'll put it together and I'll shoot a video for you to see, you know, what I'm going to do, just as a suggestion, because we get those questions all the time. And so we're going to take care of that with there. All right, so that does it for the basic box, and that takes us over to the advanced box. And the advanced box this month is the Tactica K120 Flipper. Smooth, ready, and sharp. This is a really decent knife, you know, for being in the advanced box. And we get questions like that all the time. You know, does BattlBox ever put decent knives in something other than, in a box other than the Pro Plus? And the answer is yes, it happens. This is a classic example. I really dig this knife. And there's a lot of things about this knife reminds me of my EDC knife that I carry, and I have carried for years, and I keep showing you this, but it is well worth me mentioning to you. All right, so that's the CRKT MG2 421D or 240, whatever. And this Tactica, you know, when you deploy it here, it's not quite as big as the CRKT that I carry. But I've looked at it. I haven't had it out. I'll be real honest with you. I haven't taken it out. But I've looked at it really, really close, and I've determined this could be an EDC knife that you can take out into the bush with you to, you know, do the small, tiny tasks that I've always done with this knife. I've batoned with this knife. numerous times, many times, and it's not broken on me. I think the Tactica is going to be the same way. And here's why. It has a 2.1 inch drop point blade, and it's D2 steel. It's very tough steel, okay? It has a black PVD finish, which will wear off at some point, obviously. Edge retention on this is going to be excellent. And the scales are G10, which means that they are very rugged. You're not going to slip if you get blood or sinew on your hands. If you're processing game or whatever, something slimy, you're going to be able to hold on to this thing. You know, the grip on it is great. The balance on it is good. The weight on it is good. It is probably a little bit weightier than what the CRKT is, but I would carry this. If I wasn't carrying this all the time, I would carry this every day. And again, it's in the advanced box. And that is something that I think that, you know, everyone should consider. Man, this is a really good blade. And it surprised me that it was put into this particular box. You know, it's a flipper, easily one-handed action. It has a tip-up clip that you can actually change that if you wanted to. Left or right-hand pocket. Awesome ad, BattlBox, awesome ad. So that takes us to the next one. Let me move this very sharp blade out of my way. Can't believe that. I can't believe that I put my coffee cup way over here. Oh man. How you like that coffee cup, by the way? Look at that. That's made by an artist. His name is Jim Carl. I've known Jimmy since we were in parochial school together as little boys, and Jimmy is growing up to be one of the country's best ceramic artists right there, Jim Carl. And I don't think he has a website, but man, isn't that a cool cup? I've got several of stuff. Several. All right, let's just put that right there. We're going to move on now to the Pro Box. And the Pro Box happened to come at the most opportune time to answer some questions. People have written us and have made the comment, I have a large bag for going out for 4 or 5 days, maybe 6 days, but what I don't have is a bag that's just a day pack. That would be just enough stuff for one night out in the woods. What do you recommend? Well, I've always, oh, you can't see it here. Let me stand up here and get this. All right. Come here. Come here. All right. This is the bag that I've recommended. And this is the Terra Humara from Hill People Gear. It's got the Nalgene bottles in it right now. I take out 2 of these with me. But this is just a front load bucket style pack, but it's not huge. It's just enough for about 24 to 48 hours if you couple your chest rig with it also. So this is what I've always said. But now with BattlBox, where did that come from? With BattlBox in this particular mission 134, we have the Nets Pack Slim Pack. And I'll tell you a little bit about it before I show it to you. It's made out of 1000D Cordura. It has a 210D polyester lining. It has Nest Pack zippers. I don't know what that means. But it's durable, 8 YKK hardware. It's 44 by 30 by 7.3 centimeters. It offers a streamlined footprint, etc., etc., etc. So now, let's talk about it on a practical side. You know, if you're looking for something small for, a day, I would not tell you to pack this and throw it in your vehicle to depend on it in case of an emergency. Again, you need more things that are going to fit down inside of here as far as I'm concerned. But it has 3 main pockets. I'm just going to open them all up at one time, all right? First of all, you got the front pocket. It's not too huge, but again, we're talking about one day. You know, maybe it's a scout, maybe you're going to go out foraging, or just going to go out and enjoy the day. All right, this pack is great. All right, that's your first pouch. And then you open up this pouch. There's all kinds of molly in here. It's elastic molly. Then you got a zippered inner pouch right here as well. Very, very nice. It's mesh. And then behind that is another pocket. You know, so you're able to organize and put your day pack things all in one spot. All right, now, and then the largest one here has got 1, 2, 3 compartments. Now, I've had people say that, you know, they didn't like the bag because they're not going to carry a computer out there. You don't have to carry a computer out, okay? Hopefully you don't. Only dummies like me take it out when I have to do work. But it is ample enough to be able to put, you know, a small shelter in it, you know, like the Extreme. Our Extreme will easily fit in any of these pockets, to be honest with you. And I think I'd put it right in the front, is what I would do here. You could put some first aid items in here. You can put food. You can put water. You can put whatever you want in here. But it's just right for one day, for sure. If you're looking for just a day pack, it's lightweight. It's a small footprint. Look at this. That's all the bigger it is. So that is a great ad. And again, it was timely, like I said. You know, it's got molly out here. It has the Velcro if you want to put some patches on it. There's a lot of stuff that you can put on this pack, you know. And it's put together really well. And all the DEF CON bags that we have ever reviewed, man, they've been pretty good, all right? You know, they're not on the lines of a Duluth pack or, you know, some of the other ones, you know, like Kelty's berry compliant packs. But this is a good pack nonetheless. Good job, BattlBox. All right, so now we're going to move on to the Pro Plus box. And the knife of the month is what this is all about. It's called the Luft ATLS folder, okay? Read about it before I open it up and show you here. It has a 3.25-inch blade. It's crafted from VG10 stainless, which is very good stainless because it does hold an edge really well. Very corrosion resistant. It has a unique thumb stud. I'll show that to you. And it has G10 scales, which is very, very comfortable. The blade has a satin finished. It's very balanced. It feels good in the hand as it looks good in your pocket. All right, again, we're talking EDC stuff here, okay? So now, here is this blade. And it's got a thumb stud right here that is attached to the blade. Now, that was one of the emails that we received that said they didn't care for it because they were afraid that the weld would come loose on this thumb stud. It's not welded. It is actually has a set screw here that you can tighten that thing up or take it off, I'm presuming, if you want to, okay? So there it is once it's deployed. That's what it looks like. It's a very pretty color, and the G10 has been sanded down, which I think I like that, you know. And that's something that I'll do with that other knife. If I decide to keep that knife for myself, I will sand it down a little bit, not all the way. But this has been sanded down, and it's been machined to feel comfortable in your hand. And again, it's a very small footprint. You know, you wouldn't hardly feel that in your pocket at all. And you know, the VG10 steel is one of the premium stainlesses out there right now. The thumb stud, you know, I'm not really feeling it, to be honest with you. But man, so many people have said they really like that, you know. But to me, see, I just hit my finger with that. I didn't draw blood, but man, I felt it getting close.
It might just because I'm not used to it, but you know, that's not something that I'm really digging on there. But it's a very nice knife, well balanced. Would I take this out in the woods? The answer is no, I would not. It's kind of on the small side. I don't think that it could take the beating that the other knife could take. Definitely not what my CRKT could do. But where would this be good at? This could be an everyday knife for working. Or if you're going out for a night on the town, you want to put a blade in your pocket. This is real small, real lightweight, small footprint. You're not going to notice it in your dress slacks when you're out there doing your thing, or your dress jeans. You know, so it is a very, very nice knife. It's just, you know, not something I personally would carry because of its size, and you know, I'm not digging the thumb stud. But you know, if I wanted to, I could take that thumb stud off. And can you still get the blade out? Yeah, you still can. It has a flipper on this side, but it's tough to get it out. But it'll work, you know. So that's it right there. Their Pro Plus box. Now remember the way that this is set up. When you buy the basic box, you get those items in the basic box. When you upgrade to the advanced box, you get the advanced box items and everything in the basic box. And that goes on with each tier all the way up to the Pro box. So when you, or the Pro Plus rather, when you get the Pro Plus level, you get everything that's in that entire box. And you know, not everybody has the disposable income to do that every month after month, but if you do, it is a great bargain. And I've said this, the way that BattlBox has set up these quarterly themes now, at the end of the year, in the first quarter we had in January, we received the Ruck and River canvas, wax canvas pack. I think that at the end, by the end of the year, you're going to have enough gear that's going to set you up for success, all in that bag that came through this year. So that's why I recommend that. You know, Pro Plus is really the way to go. All right, so thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. BattlBox, you're doing a great job. Get out there and read that magazine. Check out Carrie's knife. If you haven't seen it, it is a big 11 by 17 photograph of her knife. You can see it up close, and you can, you know, expand it, whatever you want to do, you know. So what else did I want to tell you about BattlBox? Oh, don't forget, Battle Games is getting ready to happen in September. Yep, that's going to happen, you know. So, all right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your questions. Appreciate all your comments, and we enjoy BattlBox too. So until next time, you guys be safe out there no matter what you're doing.